This is Parasound's JC3 Plus. This analog phono preamp was designed by the world-class John Curl. If you've ever wondered what endgame vinyl playback sounds like, this is it. Continuing Parasound's trend, the JC3 features the prestige black and gold aesthetic, but as all things with John Curl, the real magic isn't on the outside, it's what's under the hood. Now, first let's take a quick look at the back. So you're going to see a dual mono layout. Everything here is mirrored. You're going to find your high quality RCA inputs and a 3-way toggle that lets you choose between moving magnet, fixed MC, or MC variable. Now let's really quickly look at that load impedance style. So for your moving magnet, you're looking at 47,000 ohms, same as your fixed, but when you move to a variable, you're looking between 5 to 550. Opening up the hood's pretty straightforward. You've got 2 screws on each side and then 2 more on the back. Now, I will let you know, when you're taking off the hood, take it off slowly because there is pressure there, so you want to be careful. It doesn't just pop off. Moving to the top, the first thing you're going to notice are these 2 big black boxes. So what are these? These are the extruded aluminum volts. When you're dealing with the tiny millivolt signals of a phono cartridge, electrical noise is everything. What's John Curl's solution to this? Seal each audio channel into its own independent enclosure. This prevents any electrical interference from smearing your stereo image. Now, it's essentially 2 separate phono stages living in one chassis. So why does this matter? What we have now are dedicated left and right signals traveling side by side on the same circuit board. They talk to each other, creating what we call a crosstalk. This narrows down your soundstage, making all the instruments sound pretty centered. Now, by using these extruded aluminum bolts, John Curl is ensuring that the left channel never sees the right channel. Next, we're going to take a look at these 3/8 low-carbon steel partitions. These aren't just there for structural support, they act as separators, blocking any sort of interference between the power supply and everything else. Now, what makes these super important is that no matter how small they are, electrical currents will always make noise. It is just impossible to have a completely clear sound. So these walls are functioning as isolators just to keep everything away from each other. Now moving into the corner, we have a massive shielded R-corner transformer. Now most brands use a toroidal transformer. They're great for power, but they have a flaw. See, they are physically wound in a way that high frequency noise will just naturally leak through. Now what an R-core transformer does is, due to its shape, it creates a much more concentrated magnetic field. This means it emits an almost zero stray magnetic flux, meaning it's not humming at those sensitive audio boards sitting just inches away from it. Okay, now pairing these with a bank of high capacity filter caps, you have a power supply with massive reserves. This means your vinyl has crazy dynamic headroom, so your quiet moments are eerie and silent, but your crescendos are comfortable enough to grow without distorting. These capacitors act like a high-speed energy reservoir. Think of them as a massive storage tank for electricity. And because of how much power is being stored, that means this preamp will always have enough power to play everything instantly. So that means when you're playing music that is going through an amp that needs all of that power, this preamp is providing all of it, so it's going to stay full. So let's put everything together now. So you've got the R-core transformer blocking out the noise from your walls. You've got the 3/8 inch steel walls, putting everything into their different compartments. And lastly, you have your independent aluminum volts housing those dedicated left and right phono stages. And when you combine all of these elements together, you get an almost zero noise floor. And what does that actually mean? It means the background is so black that the music is as clear as possible, meaning you're not getting any of that muddiness from the electricity going through. And last thing that I want to talk to you guys about today is that we are now carrying Parasound, and to celebrate this, we're doing a giveaway. So we are giving away a Parasound Z Phono preamp to one of our followers. Now, it's a fantastic punchy preamp that carries the same Parasound DNA, and whether this is a piece to your collection or you're starting to get into hi-fi for the first time, this is a huge kickstart to listening to vinyls. Now, to enter, all you have to do is subscribe to our new newsletter. It's just going to be me talking about a single piece of equipment once a month, and that's about it. The draw happens March 25th, so you guys have just over a week to tell your friends to join. And thanks for watching, everyone. Good luck with the giveaway, and we'll see you in the shop. Cheers.